Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. In today's episode we're going to be making our way through the Sochen Cave Palace and we're going to be solving a waterfall puzzle as well, which you won't want to miss because it gives us some extra rewards. If you enjoy watching the episode today, please don't forget to hit the like button and let's get started with today's show. Okay, so we're going to be picking up where we left off at the previous episode, which was at this save point that used to be a crystal bug, but we took care of that, didn't we? And we're going to start by heading over to the east here, and we're going to be solving a puzzle in a few moments' time. So the first thing we need to do is just fight our way through a few enemies. There's going to be a fair whack of them, I'm going to be honest with you. I am just going to bring Varn into the fray at this particular moment in time, and he does have the bangle equipped as well, which we are going to require because there are traps in this location, as you'd expect by this point in the game. So I'm also going to bring the map up. I can actually see where I'm going then. The first thing we want to do, apart from kill these, is just go ahead and find the map urn. And it's not too far away actually, so we'll go and grab that before we do anything else. Now you're going to be finding chests dotted all over the place as well, as you'd expect. But most of them are just going to contain potions, or high potions rather, along with gil, or gil rather, not along with. So there's the map, I'm going to see it in the distance, we're going to go and nab that. Okay, and now we're just going to continue on into the next area, and we should be able to start a puzzle off. What we're going to do here is go ahead and just ignore that enemy for the time being. If we bring up the map here, you can see there's a very small room, right slap bang in the centre. And that's basically a secret area that we can get to by moving the water. There's waterfalls all over the place in this area, but they block the passages that we need to get to. So that's what we're going to do at this point. Every time we traverse the area from this place into the previous place, then it sets off a secret magic, I guess, which alters the actual waterfalls and how they drop, giving us access to places we ought not have access to. So some of the enemies in this place can be pretty darn tough. If you're underleveled, you might struggle. That's a one-time spawn treasure, by the way, so make sure you pick it up. And we're going to head all the way around here. Killing these very friendly critters as we go. And then round to the other side. And then we get this message here: the course of the waterfall seems to have changed. Indeed it has. So from here we're going to follow another very specific path, which is going to be across here and up this first exit that we come to. And then from here we're going to make our way around. We're going to have to open a couple of doors to get through to the other side, which is fine. There's not many friendly faces around this place, is there? Through this door, this ancient door. Careful not to break it, it's probably worth something. Round here, grab my treasure. Thank you to whoever left that for me. And then down the second from the end exit. And then we get that message once again. And from here we're going to cross over this bridge. And then down this exit. Watch out for the traps. And we're just going to make our way around once more. And trigger more waterfall action. At least that's the plan. Oh, enemies everywhere. Can't even see what I'm doing here. It's a good job we've got our gambit set up, isn't it? Keep everything in auto mode. So this time we're heading up the exit to the right of the exit that we went up previously from this area. So that's going to be this one just here. And we're starting to hit the 40s now, which is nice to see. And we get that prompt once more. Loot. And this time we're going to go past that first exit and go to the one next to it. Which is this exit right here. And then we're literally just going to curve around at this point. So back for the ancient doors. I know this seems a little bit out of the way and whatnot, doing things this way, but it's what we need to do, trust me, if you want to get the extra treasure. And then back through this exit here. And then we hear a door open in the distance, which is exactly what we wanted. And now we can go across this bridge. Grab the treasures. 1,000 needles, which has now become accessible to us. And the Sakura Saizuri, or whatever that is, I don't know. But that's what we wanted. I'm just going to see if we can go through here. Ooh, door open. And we get another treasure. A mega elixir. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And that is all the secret treasures. Which means now we just want to start heading to the north. But before we do that, because we've solved this puzzle, I recommend just heading back to save. We do have a boss battle coming up. This time, on the way back from the save point, you can just head north through both of the central doors, since they're now unlocked and available to us, and just head straight north into the next area once more. And we have got that boss fight coming up, so I would advise setting up your gambits to guard against status ailments. In particular, status ailments such as blind, silence, and what else? There are some others. I'm trying to think what they are at the moment, though. Doom. I've just realised Doom is one, so you'll need Remedy Law 3 in order to get rid of Doom. And just keep heading north. We'll be back here later because there's an optional boss that I'm going to want to do, but we can't do it yet. The optional boss, that room we've just come through, if you head for the west exit, it's not actually like shown on the map because we haven't been there. But if you go to the west exit, then you'll go through to an area with a secret boss. But as I've said, you have to do a few other bits before it becomes available. So we'll be doing that later on. For now, we are just going to carry on with the story. And we're going to enter the Hall of Shadowlight. So this is Aramin. So as usual, you're more than welcome to throw some large quickening chains on it. But I'll see how we get on without for the time being. I'm just going to go ahead and you can, you know, swap between the elements that are being cast. Thunder and Blizzard generally get cast a lot if you want to guard against those with accessories and what have you. But I'm going to trust that we're going to manage to get through this fight. This is a level 38 Fiend. with 62,000 health, and its dividability basically splits it up, in other words, it makes copies of itself. So Ashley's feeling a little bit like a loose wheel while she's not healing, but she's got so many gambits set up, I don't actually have room for her to have an attack gambit. And he likes to teleport all over the place as well, so just bear that in mind. Just swivel the camera around and you'll see where he is then. And there he goes. So it's a pretty simple fight. If you do struggle because you're underleveled or whatever, then as I say, just throw off a few quickening chains and he'll drop pretty quickly, I'm sure. It's important at this point, if you haven't already, that you have a bangle equipped or have Libra active. Congratulations to me. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and give Balthea. Now I'm going to get rid of Balthea. Just bring Van into the fray because he already has a bangle equipped. And we'll grab the treasures out of the room before we move on. I believe these are one-time spawns again. We did nab one during the boss fight, didn't we? Any other treasure coming our way? Yep, one over here. And now we're going to continue on heading north. Although we do have to slow down first. We do have to go through the eastern exit here in order to actually do so. And watch out for the traps because, as you can see, they're putting them in pretty sneaky places here. To make Varn lead, so I have to keep stopping every time Ash decides she wants to throw a heal on somebody. And we will get more imps and whatever these guys are to take care of. Just looking for chests as well as we go. Not seeing anything at the moment, no. They're everywhere, these traps, aren't they? That's why I said use Libra. Ah, who was it? Come on, own up. Right, any lovely treasures? Yes, there's one over here. Another tuft of Phoenix down. And if we just go through the west here, there can be a treasure that can spawn, so we'll see if it's there. It is. I mean, it's a dead end, but you do get that treasure. Oh, another one. And then we'll be going through the spiral paths in order to make our escape, or our exit. No treasures around here, I don't believe. Nope, so just head up and around. Seem to be stuck. That's more like it. That lift did not look safe. Right, so we've got a stone door ahead of us, which is where we need to go as far as the store is concerned. But we get a nice orange crystal here, so we can teleport back at any point. and head back down in order to do some of the optional stuff. And this seems like a good place as any to say goodbye to everyone. So thanks for joining me today. I hope it's been helpful watching this episode. And, you know, you can do that water puzzle now, can't you, and grab those extra couple of items. So thanks for stopping by, and do come back soon, and we'll continue on with more Zodiac Age. Until then, folks, have a good one.